start a dialogue with that voice in your head so it doesn't bog you down and it doesn't start to become overwhelming. Hi, I'm Lucy Coleman. I wrote and directed my debut feature film, Hot Mess, which is now out on Netflix and is nominated for Best Indie Feature at this year's AFTRS Awards. I also wrote and directed the web series On the Fringe. I was also incredibly fortunate this year to be selected for Ron Howard and Brian Grazer's screenwriting lab intensive run by their development production company, AACTA-nominated. So for my topic for tips, I have chosen how to keep the fun in filmmaking. I find that filmmaking is something that you come into with so much passion and it really can become a bit of a grind. So for me, it's been so important to kind of make sure that I keep these fundamental things at core to make sure that I'm still keeping a lot of fun in the process. Work with friends. I have had the absolute joy to make best friends out of some of the projects that I made. So for an example, Sarah Gall, who's the lead in Hot Mess, we didn't know each other before that film. I saw her in a one-woman show and cast her from that to be the lead as Loz in Hot Mess. Since then, we've become best friends and we spend New Year's together, and I've cast her in so many subsequent projects because not only is she a phenomenal actress, an amazing collaborator, but it's so much fun rocking up to work for the day and you're there getting to work with some of your best mates. Carve your own path. Do what feels right for you. Do what feels fulfilling to you. Create the films that you want to create and the path that feels the best avenue for you to take. For me, it was making mumblecore films, making really low budget films. For you, it might be assisting on bigger productions. There's a million avenues, so find the best fit for you. Start a dialogue with your inner critic. This is an ongoing process for me, and I have not mastered this myself, but as creatives, I think a lot of us have that niggling voice in our head that tells us that we're not good enough, that fills us with self-doubt. So start a dialogue with that voice in your head so it doesn't bog you down and it doesn't start to become overwhelming, and that you can be creating the work that you want at the end of the day and you're not letting this inner critic drag you down and not make it so fun anymore. And then my bonus tip for keeping the fun in filmmaking is probably my favorite tip, and it is go to all the parties. There's a lot of parties in this industry. There's so much free alcohol, so drink up and have a lot of fun, because it's not really about the networking, it's about going and having fun and making friends, and that's one of the best parts of this job. Thank you for listening. That was my top tips on how to keep the fun in filmmaking. You can catch Hot Mess on Netflix, and you can subscribe to the AFTRS YouTube channel for more filmmakers giving their top tips.